The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. JoJo Natson now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for Cleveland first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll swing this out to Fournette. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Brady. Got him in, it's Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he's got it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Fournette, touchdown, Buccaneers. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for two.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. To return it, it's Nansen. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. 132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's second and 10. Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on third down? So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And again, it's Chubb. Runs through the contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Chubb on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Here's Baker. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. To have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Mayfield off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that